Middle name is Terrence Philip McGilligan, and a lot of people say, well, that's from South Park. I mean, not really, but my brother's name is Terrence, and my wife's name, father's name is Philip, just as Terrence Philip, and I think it was Chad from Gatewell. Was that from South Park? I'm like, no.
I think your kids at home watching South Park right now. Right?
Probably, yeah. Exactly.
But very cute baby, very dark hair. Looks a little like me, but we're not going to go there.
That was a crazy party.
Anyways, my God, we have so many children here.
I know, isn't that cute?
Don't be telling the stories you normally tell.
I will just keep my language at bare minimum.
Fantastic.
And keep the parents close by, put their hands over their ears. I love it.
Do you have anything big to announce before we ask questions? Answer questions?
Well, no. Do you?
Do you want to tell us who you're supporting in the next presidential election or anything like that?
Well, I'm Canadian, but I've known you for like 10 years. I think you know that.
Oh yeah, that's right. What's it like up there?
Besides the igloos, it's very, very cold. It's super across the border. It's good to have my snowshoes off.
See, I only know really geography, but through South Park.
Yes, exactly.
And my favorite episode, of course, is the Canadian episode.
Well, really, losing.
For those who haven't seen it, please watch it.
Yeah,
The Canadians get very angry because nobody's paying attention to them, so they're going to go on strike. So the entire country goes on strike. Very funny. It's funnier when they do it.
Have you been to Vancouver? Anybody out there?
Yeah.
Such a great city right now. We've had beautiful weather for the past month, and before that it was just torrential downpour. So it's really nice. When it's sunny, it's gorgeous. If you have to come visit. It's gorgeous. Oh, that's better. Oh, hello, sexy. I love all the girls with.
Well, should we answer some questions? You look like
Sure.
you've been patiently waiting. Ooh, well, you've been on a microphone before.
Jeez, he's a veteran.
You can start singing Elvis or something. Okay.
Anyway,
I like you. Yeah. Anyway,
you know what kid who comes up and goes, yeah, whatever. Okay.
do you guys
Let's
have,
talk. You have an agent?
do you guys have like funny stories to tell about being on set?
I hope they're funny, because I'm afraid if they're not, you're going to come after me. We have lots of funny stories. For what age category would you like to start?
I don't really care.
he doesn't care.
Change. Look, that's so nice. You can put the microphone up. Next person.
What a gentleman. Okay, go ahead, Joe. Tell a funny story.
Funny story. Well, once we cast a guy named Paul Gillian.
Yes. That was a funny story. Well, I told a funny story about that with casting. And Joe, when we first did the read through the script, and we all met. Some people might know the story, but we grew up in the Atlantis offices, and I wasn't a regular, but I was at quite a few episodes until they invited me to come in for the read through. And David wasn't there. David was the last person cast. He wasn't there for the read through, but it was Rainbow and Tori and Joe and Robert Patrick and Rachel. And then, Mark Wood was there, and all the producers, Brad, Robert, a bunch of people from MGM and Sci-Fi, and everybody's kind of meeting and saying hello, and I think we had sandwiches and stuff, and then about maybe, half an hour later, Martin goes, okay, let's start the read-through, And it's sort of like, Joe's where he is, it'd be like Rachel, Robert Patrick, Rainbow, and then me. And I have some of the first lines in the pilot, and I'm kind of, I'm not women not bloody shit, I don't care what you say, I don't get that. And all I can do is feel everybody kind of look at me, and I just feel Joe kind of look at me and go, is he Scottish? Is he Scottish? And then 5 years later, he still said that to me. Paul, is your character Scottish? Yes, Joe. All right.
I think I also said something that's like, are you going to do that in the show? Yeah, that was, and then at that time also I was told that David Hewlett's character, who was the big character in the script, they're going to cast him as a black guy. So when David showed up, I said, are you black? Yeah, and interesting beginnings for sure. There are plenty of funny stories. Some of them we've told before. Some of them we kept to ourselves. David and Polly were, I think, probably world-class whiners. It was very entertaining to listen to. And when we would shoot outside, David would be like, those insects. All this fresh air, it's really making me crazy. And a lot of complaining. We go long hours some days, 12, 14 hours some days, and you'd be outside, and it'd be kind of rainy all the time because we're in Vancouver. And they were bitching about something, and Polly was in a group of little army guys. They weren't that little, they were bigger than you. But he was carrying a dead body, right?
Yeah, David never carried the dead body. It was a guy, an extra.
Or injured.
An injured guy, and he was a background performer. Joe had picked the guy to go inside the stretcher for us, and he was...
Yeah. I'm the leader, I don't carry people.
Yeah. So he was about 300 pounds.
Yeah, he was fat. And anyways, we get to take 7, because we're not getting a right angle or something. David and Polly. Full-blown glory.
David's like, I didn't sign up for the second blister. And the handles on it was we're like in the Thoji camp, so it was all made of big sticks, but they were so wide you couldn't put your hand around them, so you're holding it like this. And then Joe was systematically putting rocks in my backpack to make it heavier and heavier and heavier every day. And then Joe gets off early because he has to fly out of town. Number 1 on the call sheet. I gotta go, bye. So the rest of us are still shooting, by the end of it, I'm pouring sweat, and the makeup artist going, you okay? I'm like, geez, it's really hot. And then we finished, and the props guy said, oh, Joe asked me to tell you if you could look inside your backpack. So I looked inside my backpack, and there was 50 pounds of rocks that Joe put in my backpack.
Just was testing your commitment, Paul.
Yes, I was committed. Thank you.
What do you think? You can laugh.
Was that funny, Linda? Ooh. Oh. Security. Little bucket, cheeky little bucket, aren't you? Just a hot shot, fancy pants. Grab a seat. That's right, you. Oh my God, more of them, Joe.
There's more kids. Poor Joe.
Hello, sexy. Are you Scottish?